What's going on, everybody? It is Proper Cup of Joe, but I got no Joe. You're stuck with me solo today. Don't worry, I got the skills to satisfy. We can handle this. Here's your assignment as the audience. You know, Tuesday nights are a little kind of real agenda focused, got to stay on topic. Thursday mornings, I need a little love from the audience. You guys got to participate. So I need even a little bit more input, because I'll tell you about Joe in a minute. Everything's good. Joe's totally cool. But I'm flying solo today. It is 6:30 my local time. It's hard to be this energetic and dialed in at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm going to bring it. Need you guys to help me out. My show topic today is distractions. What distracts you? What's your guilty pleasure? What's the distraction you hate? Like, some distractions are good. Some distractions drive you crazy. What wastes your time? I want to know. I'm going to try and follow along in the chat. I hope that you're well, because it's early. We're all here. Let's hang out. If I complain that it's 6:30 where I am, you might be on the East Coast, but you also might be right where I am, or even west of me, which would make it even earlier. So thanks for being here. If you could do it, I can do it. We got Chris, Jeremy, and Holly. Eric, what's going on, man? Jen, couple Iowans this morning. That's good. Bald head balls. I've been growing out my little what I got left here. I used to be in the bald head club, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stretch it out. Is it a comb over if you comb it back? What's the audience ruling on that? Tyson, good morning. Bella Reptile, how you doing today? Thank you guys for being here. Got Tom, good morning. Macamorph, what's happening? All right. What's fun? Joe and I usually do this segment. Called The One Thing. And my week has honestly been just kind of boring. Like, I'm getting ready for the Snake Discovery show this weekend. I'll be vending that in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I hope I get to see some of you guys. But it's really just been kind of doing the things, and that's actually kind of nice. I crave just organization and what I do and doing what I do versus doing this pops up, got to fix this, got to do this and that. So the week of just being normal has been kind of my one thing. As far as Joe not being here, Joe, one of the things we talk about on the show is, like, not all the time, but we enjoy discussing chasing dreams and how to, we try and better ourselves. We encourage each other to do the best things that we can. And you guys encourage us to do that as well. And we encourage you to. So one of those things, believe it or not, sounds like a lot of work to me, but one of those things for Joe is teaching classes at one of the local colleges. And he is teaching a summer course that is remote, except for the first day. He's got to be there to meet his students, and that's this morning. So he was like, man, actually this gets in the way of doing the show. So I allowed it. I said, you know what? Once every couple of years, not too bad. Check out this cup. So this is from a winery called ZD Wines, When It Focuses. Well, this is a great example, Adam. I'm glad you're doing this for everybody. Okay. Oh, there it is. ZD Wines. Check this out. Very useful in the office. Yeah. How about that? Shh. There's wine in here. All right. I see your distractions coming in. I want to talk about those. So, yeah, Joe's off getting ready, or he's got to be on campus this morning. Can't be here and commute through Tampa traffic and get to the college on time. So he's not here. That's it. There you go. That's the T. I don't know if that's hip to say or not anymore, but if it's not, I'm old, so it doesn't matter. Today I'm doing double duty as well. Tonight I will be on Reptiles Unplugged with Small Town Exotics. So that was like the original podcast. All this podcast evolution in the reptile world came from Reptiles Unplugged, as I understand it. And Adam from Beach Bum Exotics, I think. he and Shane decided that they would like to revive the podcast. Shane was not one of the original co-hosts. I'm not sure what happened with that specific co-host. As I understand it, there's no drama, there's no beef. Everybody's cool. They just can't do it anymore. So anyway, Adam and Shane have revived this, and it's a full circle project for Shane because it's the very first like public like interview, media, social thing that Shane did. So anyway, Shane is co-hosting with Adam now. That Adam can't make it. Fittingly, this Adam can. I'll be there tonight, 9:00. Let me fix that. 8 p.m. No, it is 9:00. It is. I'm mixing up my own shows. It's 9:00 Eastern, 8 p.m. in my life. Tonight, Reptiles Unplugged, and you can see Reptiles Unplugged. Follow him on Instagram, or just follow Shane on Small Town. He'll have it as well there. So there we go. Let me see these. Proper cup of Adam, baby. 100% high octane, no decaf. Except there's a lag. I press your comment and it doesn't show up. There it is. Boom, right there. Yeah. Lucy is, we're working on routines with Lucy. If she doesn't have a routine, she goes a little bonkers. So currently right now, Lucy is in her pen having breakfast. We've let her, like I say, we're working on some routines with Lucy. If just for the record, as if anybody doesn't know, if you leave Jack Russells with idle time and a lack of attention, they go bonkers. So I recommend that you better be working from home or have that dog with you because otherwise they go bonkers. Let me see. The distraction would be 9 to 5 grind, kids and activities. 5 kids, 2 grandkids. Someone always has something going on. I was going to say I get it. I sympathize. I don't yet empathize. I have no grandkids. Congratulations on the family, though. I don't know what Joe from State 48 means. All right, that's fine. Tara, good morning. Glad to have you as always. What is the State 48? You guys, I don't know what that means. There's another one. See, it's one thing if one person makes a comment, 2 people make it. I'm missing something. I don't know what's going on. All right. Yeah, Lucy is going to bite my ankle if the likes don't get up. All right. The distraction, even without the kids, just having a business at home can be tough because you get pulled so many ways. Absolutely. All right. So to begin with, because that's what we gravitate to. We're humans. That's what we do. So our industry has a phenomenal amount of self-inflicted distraction with our drama and tribalism and shooting each other in the feet. And it's been pretty good lately. I got to say, this is not a call to action to revive this. You guys are doing great. We as a group have been pretty good lately. I don't want to say that. That's like saying Beetlejuice's name 3 times. Like if you talk about it, something's going to come up. I promise you that. But we're on a pretty good stretch of being decent to each other, which is a neat experiment, and I hope we keep it up. But then I got thinking, I was like, man, like Joe works in a tax office. I'm like, man, do these guys do that to each other? Like, is there like, is there like trash talking? Is there like, who's partying with who likes who's in what tribe, who's using what accounting software and who's not. I don't know if all that's there. And I didn't really think so. And then I thought about my career in restaurants and I was like, that doesn't even happen in restaurants. And I was like, wait a minute. Yes, it does. And I wonder, is that my attraction? Like, this is just common ground. This is just the world of insane, BS drama that I've been in, and I just replaced one with another like gap that needed to be filled. And I was like, these reptile folks will do nicely. This will be full of drama, and I like the chaos, both from the entertainment factor, which I try not to amplify, but I also like it from the opportunity factor. If other people are distracted, slap fighting each other, I could get down to business and do some business. It's an easy, it lowers the bar that I could get over to make some business. And I have to say that actually was kind of the world in food and beverage and restaurants when I was living that life. If you just show up, focus, and do the thing, it's an amazing opportunity to get ahead because everybody else is so distracted with the inner workings of our inner nonsense. And it's really a good opportunity. And I'm a little bit cynical and hopefully not snotty to say, but it's true in life. Like, think of all of the crazy all over the place. To just show up and just do the thing. Oh, looks like I have a connection issue. It switched networks. My five. Okay, here it comes. It's going to click one more time. Hang on. I'm going to click on the 5G here. Yeah, click. It was on it. I promise. I did my homework. I've learned this. I've been on a good stretch of this not happening. I'm going to switch over real quick. Sit tight. Hang on. Now, okay, now we're there. Boom, we're back in. That generally, if there's a connection issue, it's because I didn't pay attention. I think that one was actually on the network providers. Here we go. All right, Elias says photography hobby. It's just human beings, humans. Disney adult groups. See, I didn't know that those things existed. Disney adult groups. All right, that's cool. I don't know what that is. You know what? Yeah, I don't know if I don't even know who my provider is here. Like, I have the thing and it works, and then I have the people that come try and sell me other stuff constantly. I don't know what it is. But my 5G is generally pretty good. It's when it clicks over to the backup one, you know. Anyhow, distractions, opportunity. Shane had posted, one of the greatest skills in life that you can have is to just show up, stay focused, and do the thing, and do it over and over. For full transparency, and I think most of you guys know because you're here often, and I appreciate that. We get to know each other. I've never claimed, and I'm starting to know a bit of what I'm doing, but I've never claimed to know 100% what I'm doing. But I do claim to be stubbornly dedicated and just keep showing up and just keep doing it and just keep learning and taking it all in. And that has paid off. I mean, that is working. And I've done that with both with ball pythons, but with my consulting business and now this whole car wash endeavor. However, I could tell you, I haven't clocked back into another job since May of 2021. And I say that thankfully, not in a bragging way. So I can tell you, showing up, doing the thing. Now, it doesn't mean I was rich the whole way. It doesn't mean I'm rich now, but I am profitable, and I have built assets, and I have built a business, and I'm thankful for you guys being here supporting. And there are advertising partners that help, and they keep the lights on and that sort of thing. So it could be done. Imagine if not you personally, generally you, imagine if somebody was really good at what they were doing and did have a ton of those skills, came in with social media skills, came in with video production skills, came in with some sort of knowledge or mentorship in ball pythons, and stayed stubbornly dedicated to what they were doing. The opportunity to become really good and really well known is it seems better than a lot of industries. I don't know another industry just because I haven't found it. I'm sure that they exist, but in that way, this is sort of a unicorn of an industry where you can make a difference coming in right out the gate. It's an interesting way to interesting and inspiring way for me to look at it. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is kind of fun. Elias says, I'm waiting for the day Adam tells us he found a car wash Facebook group and report to us the drama. So, I haven't found it, but I have thought about it, and I'm excited for it too. I'm here for it, and I hope that I find it. In the world of my world, I'm not saying the world. This is the first time. This is my first stretch of trying to be an entrepreneur professionally. I find that things that are the priority are the things that get done. Like, I have to just organize what is the biggest target, what has to get done. So the car wash renovation has been the biggest target. I have not built the car wash business one bit. I haven't done a bit of advertising. I haven't even changed the signs. For God's sakes, the place is still called the Silver Bullet Car Wash. Can you imagine? It'll get updated. It is legally Hometown Shine, but right now the front door still says Silver Bullet Car Wash. But when I finally get done with the renovation and moved in and operational, and that is, imminent and over the course of this summer, I will pivot to building that car wash. And I am going to go find the car wash community. And I can only imagine, I hope a little bit, sneak peek. I hope that there's in industry drama of the self-serve car washes versus the motorized ones, because in my advertising fantasy, I really want to lean into, why would you take your high end or just your most expensive asset that a lot of us own, or one of the most expensive assets, i.e. your car, why would you trust it to some machine that doesn't even know what needs to be washed and where needs to be washed? I want to lean into that. So I hope that there's videos of cars getting damaged in these monster mansion mechanical car wash worlds. And that's I'm going to start a Facebook page and Instagram page and do reels. Definitely going to leverage Lucy. I don't know. I might even build a dog park at the car wash. Come hang out and then walk your dog. I don't know. Maybe that's a community building thing. Anyway, I hope that I find it. I haven't looked for it yet, but I am wildly optimistic. I hope that it's there. Yeah, balls and strikes. Thanks, Troy. Yeah, I know. When Joe doesn't show up, I can't fit the banners on the screen. See. Well, if I take myself off, you'll see them, but then I can't talk and I might screw the show up, and I don't want to mess with it. So all verbal promos today. Proper Cup of Joe, Sans Joe, even still, is brought to you guys by Palm Street. You should check it out. There'll be a link down below that you can apply to be to sell your reptiles. You do have to apply. It's just a quality control vet, and then make sure that you are educated. You get a little educational what do you call it? Welcome seminar? No, what do you call it when you like your first, the first time you go to college, you get I don't know. You got to go through a little class is what I'm saying. Hell of a promo Adam just cut there. Their money is well spent. Check out Palm Street. Actually, I got a new educational reel this morning coming out at in 10 minutes, 7 a.m. local time, that talks about their fee structure and the value that comes with the fee structure. So check that out. But yes, we'll get to verbal promos this morning. All right. What else we got? Keep that name. Oh, yeah, the Silver Bullet Car Wash. You get sponsored by Coors. Yeah. I'm still east of the Rockies. I don't know. We get it here. Breweries have these local regional beers. There's this thing in Minnesota. It's called Michelob Golden. It's what everybody drinks. Beer companies play games. I know this because I was in the industry for so long. If you want, say you want Mick Ultra and Bud Light on tap. Regardless of whether they're good beers or not, they make money. I allegedly, they might hypothetically say, well, we'll put those two on tap, but you're going to buy this third one, and we're going to get this third placement. And they call them placements on your tap system. And it's just this brutal game of who's going to get the most taps. You got the Anheuser-Busch house, you got the Miller Coors house, and basically all big brands fall under those two. And then you have your craft and microbrews and local breweries and stuff. And so It's all sales commission driven. They're all undermining each other. They're all telling you why the other ones are the devil, and they're always showing up in your restaurants trying to work some angle to get your stuff on tap. There was in college, not a bad idea. There was in college, I think it was called Buds and Suds. There's a laundromat in Gainesville, Florida that has a bar in it. So as a broke college student, you would go do your laundry in the quarter machines, and you could, have a little beverage and party a little bit. Maybe I should do that at the car wash. Dog park, tap room, car wash. I'll be broke and homeless and living in the car wash if I follow that path. Yeah, Tyson says a few of the car washes down here in Texas have dog washes built in. Yeah, that's actually a thing here. And not that I'm thinking of exit plans, but it's a really big asset and a really big thing to buy. So if I'm going to spend that much, I am thinking X number of years down the line, whenever that might be. I truly don't know. I'm 45, so I got a pretty good runway here still, knock on wood. But when I go to sell it, I actually want to package it, or I would package it as it stands now, as a car wash and a dog grooming facility. That facility that I've converted would be a great dog grooming place. So you could have your dog wash, you could have an actual office rather than just a dog wash. You could have like an actual grooming, electrical, air conditioned, HVAC, all that sort of thing, temperature controlled dog grooming facility. So that was a big part of when I was building this, going, all right, how is this useful for me? But how will this be not just a sunk cost one day, which could be just a fantasy, and it will be a sunk cost, but we'll see. But yeah, I see those around. One of my competitors in town actually advertises that. I need to go. Yes, thank you, Josh and/or Alicia. Orientation, that is what I'm looking for. You have to go through an orientation with Palm Street. It's a quality control measure, though. Let me see here. I missed a couple of these comments. That's okay. Tap room. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Like, maybe here's a problem. It's a commercial zoned building, so the town has quite a bit more access to it than, say, if it were my farmland barn. Because if it were my farmland barn and I was making some money, I definitely would put the tap room in. I certainly cannot in the commercial zoning. But yeah, okay, Tara, good point. Drinking, washing, then driving. Yeah, that's always been the problem with bars, and even in my own experience, like, legally, safely, we're at like a 2-drink arena, but nobody wants to stop at 2, and the laws are such that the liability falls on the provider. So yeah. All right, Kane says, I thought the dog park and the bar were silly, but dog wash, car wash sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I think that's the future pitch. The however people want to use the infrastructure that's in there, it's really kind of simple. There's 4 pressure washer pumps. You got cinder block buildings. You got garage doors, and then you got the other one that's and in-floor drains and in-floor heat, and then you got the one bay that is fully temperature controlled, and it would be turnkey for however somebody wanted to have their own office. And now with the ASF side and the rodent side, you actually could have 2 like workstations. You could have, I don't know, almost like the salon model. Like, okay, who are you here to see today? I don't know. I say that as if I've gone to salons. My neighbor there, one of my neighbors is a salon and the other one is a funeral home. It's a really interesting neighborhood. We got funeral home, proper royals, car wash, salon. Yeah, okay. I like the vending machine idea. Here's the problem. It's largely open air, and open air in Minnesota wintertime is a nightmare. You can't get a A&W cream soda out of a vending machine in January in Minnesota. I think it's a more of a liability and a headache than I need it to be. Maybe it'll be an add-on value add later. I'm not sure. I might do it. The other thing that I do like is I have some vending machines for like, your towels to polish up your car. I got those little, I don't think I've told you guys, I got those little Christmas tree air fresheners. You could buy those. I deal in those things, couple different flavors. I think the one I have is actually called Black Ice. I don't know. I don't even know where these things came with the property. I would like to spruce those up. Those look like they're straight out of 1989. I'd like a little Armor All polishing. I think that they make the vending machine kits for like, those infomercials you see to bring the positive shine back to your headlights. I think I could sell those kits. That'd be a pretty good value add. But honestly, I've got to get, like I say, I've got to get the signage. I need a new paint job. I'm going to have to raise prices. $1.50 is what the current price is. $1.50. No wonder I'm going broke. I've got to raise that price and get some, and it's all run on quarters. I've got to get credit card readers in there as well. So I got a few things to work out. I like the vending machine mentality for the passive income. I don't like the temperature exposure. And I don't know what vending machines cost, but I can only imagine that they hold like 144 sodas, and God forbid all of those freeze and explode at the same time. It would just be an absolute disaster. Yeah, I don't eat the air fresheners. Yeah, flavors. What would you call them? Odors? Aromas? All right, aromas. Let's go that. We'll go that way. Yeah. Okay, now I gotta vote for Black Eye. Is that cool? I'm gonna post it today. Actually, I should have people's opinion. That will be now. Okay, so should I lean into this? Is this like a throwback? Like, hey, you could get your high-end jazzy Glade plug-in at the other car wash in town, but if you want Black Ice, you got to come here. Maybe it's something. Sorry, I just saw another comment. Maybe that's something I need to lean into. Problem solving, high coast reptiles, wintertime, ice cream vending. I dig. All right, cool. So it's the top of the hour. I'm flying solo. Joe can't be here today. If you're just tuning in for the first time, generally I have a co-host. He doesn't own reptiles. I do own reptiles. He's got a lot of questions. We talk about life, business, the industry. And this morning we're talking about pine tree air fresheners. Is Black Ice hip or not? Now I really feel like I've got to. I'll be honest. I've never actually smelled the Black Ice. I'm gonna take one today. It's one of the perks of owning the car wash. I could just gift myself a little Black Ice Christmas tree aroma filler. I have a 6-pack of Black Ice. Okay. All right. I'm going to find out about this thing. I'm going to check it out today. Speaking of check out Cold Blooded Cafe, frozen rodents, very high quality. I love, Chris always, BNS makes fun of me for saying this. You open the bag, they smell fresher than other frozen rodents. I don't know how else to put it, and what a better sign of quality. I know they freeze incredibly quickly. They have a dry ice freezing facility. Faster freezing equals fresher rodents. Go check out Cold Blooded Cafe. Check this out, though. This is the important part here. Proper 11 now gets you free shipping on all orders over $200. No limit on redemptions. You can apply that promo code every time you order. So you hit the $200 minimum, you're going to get free shipping. Normal shipping price is $30 per box. So pretty good perk right there for you guys hanging out and supporting Proper Royals this morning. So check out Cold Blooded Cafe. Look how popular Black Ice is. What is going on? All right, I'm going to find out. Man, today, I'm not going out there today. Tomorrow, I'm going out there. Well, I might go. I'm cursing myself. Barring any emergencies, I'm not going out there today. I'll go there tomorrow. All right, Black Ice. We were talking about distractions earlier. This is one of my favorite exercises I used to do with that's interesting. I don't want to get into the EV debate. But I'm a guy that says if it's not totally unethical, if there's a way to make money, I don't really care if I'm for it or against it. Let me figure out how to make some money. Hence why I would used to sell Mick Ultra, make some money. I haven't drank a drop of Mick Ultra in probably 2 decades, but I'll sell it all day long. I feel like the EV chargers, I feel like the model is like they just want a place to put all of those things. And if there's not any around in town, that actually could be an interesting thing. I think they just want a place to put them, and they're relatively either cheap or they provide them for you. Whoever they is, I don't know who they is. It's Tesla, Ford, I don't know who's making these things. That actually is somewhat interesting because I do have not much, but I do have some land around the building, which is annoying me right now because I'm going to have to get out there and mow that land. But if I turn that land into parking spaces, not bad, not bad. Let's workshop this idea, folks. Get out of here. I can't believe, I really thought that was just a flippant remark on my part about black ice. Yeah, I hate the smell of those Christmas trees too. They're not my thing. I sell them, but they're not my thing. But I hate the smell of 99% of the scents, but I like the black ice. My wife hates it, but I love it. I can't believe of all the things, I wrote notes for this morning about, how we're going to get through distractions. And here we are talking about black ice Christmas trees with 30 of you. Thank you. Okay, fine. I'm definitely leaning into the black ice. The black ice is going nowhere. I'm doubling the order. Love it or hate it. People will comment in the comment section when I start my car wash Facebook group. Matter of fact, when I start this at my Instagram group, here's the thing. I think it's going to be a Facebook crowd because it's the old school, like self-serve. But I also think it could be like the super young hip crowd because they're going to be like, man, that's super old school. Like the hipsters used to be, it's going to be for like 45 and up or, 24 and under is who I'm going to have to market towards. So it's going to be TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook on the car wash. I'm blown away at how popular. That's going to be like my first post. Where do you get black ice in town? Right here, Hometown Shine. Okay. All right. This was when I was in management. I was a director of food and beverage. Sounds like a great title, doesn't it? And group sales and what do we call it? Beachfront outdoor activities. I had a boat rental, marina, all that stuff. I oversaw all that. Great. Sell weddings, sell golf group outings, run restaurants. I say that because there were a lot of managers that reported to me for each of these outlets, and then they had their assistant managers and blah, blah, blah. Yay, Adam was a good corporate guy. But I would hear people say, I don't have time to do all this. I don't have time. We're so busy. I'm out of time. I ran out of time. I don't have time. And we say it all the time. There it is. Yeah, run it right in circles. Joe makes a joke out of can't stand it when people say we're so busy. Yeah, we're all busy. We all are busy. So this is something that I do to remind myself very, very often. Hypothetically, say you got 8 hours of sleep a night, which I know is a pipe dream for most of us, but let's just say you did. Say you got 8 hours of sleep a night. Let's say you work full-time 40-hour job. I know we end up working a little bit more. Maybe we work a little less. Easy math, 40-hour a week job. Let's say you commute an hour each way. I know some of you commute more. Some commute way less, i.e. me. I don't commute at all. And let's say you block out all distractions to spend 2 hours a day, every day with your family. And ideally we spend more. But the reality is I bet on a typical Tuesday midweek night, you're getting home from work, you cook a dinner, you get the kids to bed, 2 hours, not a whole lot of time. I mean, it actually is quite a lot of time. I know there's other stuff in life, but just stick with me here. That'd be 56 hours of sleep, 40 hours of work, 10 hours of commuting, 14 hours of family time. That's 120 hours in a week. Still with me there? Of that stuff. That still leaves 48 more hours each week for you to figure out what to do with something. I'm not suggesting, and I know we got to go grocery shopping. You want to go to a ball game. You want to watch some football on the weekends. You got 48 hours to do that. So to think that you could do a little side hustle for 20 hours, yeah, it's a lot. But even if you did that 20 hours, you'd still have 28 hours more free time. And that's if you get 8 hours of sleep a night. It's not to say what we do in life is not important. It's not to say, please don't flood the comments with, oh, I went to the Toyota dealership this week. I had this. I know stuff happens. That is not an accurate portrayal of life. What I am saying is, if we think about the number of hours in the week and how we put those hours to use, it leads me to another saying that I really like. We can do anything we want. We just can't do everything that we want. But I like the idea of what we track gets improved. Try. It sounds crazy, and it sounds probably atom neurotic processes and systems. Track what you do for a week. Just try it. There's even an app for it. You could track your. I should have known. I didn't know I was going to land on the app here. Actually, I have it on my phone. I use it for billing and consulting, but you can. It's got a feature where within your consulting billing, you can actually break it down into time spent on any given thing. It happens to be in billing. I can do that with various projects. So if I report what I'm doing, but you could do it for a report for yourself. Just try a week. What are you doing? And you would find that you could squeeze out some extra time for various things. So that takes us all full circle back to the distractions. And again, distractions could be healthy. They could be unhealthy. Just think about what you're doing with your time. I love the idea that there's 168 hours in every week, and you could budget in 8 full hours of sleep each night, which I love. I don't always get it, but I love my 8 hours, and still have time to bang other ideas out and other projects out. It sounds weird. I'm just throwing around the word still have time to bang. But you could do other things and have side hustles and have fun in your life and take the car out for a nice drive, put the top down. You can fit those things in. You just got to track it and figure out what's going on. See, Elias got themselves 9 hours of sleep. I'm liking that. Chris just said, I just made me realize how much time I waste. Yeah, that's my point. Macklemore, who sleeps 8 hours a night? I know that. That's what I'm saying. Even if you did and you still had all those other time constraints, there would still be hours. So that's what gives me again, I'm not knocking anything of what people do. If it's healthy for you to, not you personally, just people, to detach on Monday nights and watch 3 hours of total intellectual nonsense in the form of Monday Night Raw, come join me. You're very welcome. I get it. We gotta disconnect. We gotta have distractions, but there's a lot of time in there. Try tracking it for 1 week. You'll feel like a psychopath tracking your time, but I guarantee you that you will find opportunity in there. So, yeah. So there's my thoughts for the day on that. Yeah. Ideally, yes. Husbandry Pro. I use Husbandry Pro to track feedings. It is always breeding season because my females breed, way from now till December. Tracking. I'm looking over here. I'm looking on the screen into the abyss, but there's a big breeding rack over there of breeders. I use Husbandry Pro to track pairings, generational information and data, feedings. You can program in cleaning rotations, all the systems and processes stuff that you love. There is a sales platform in there. The labels, you could transfer all that information to your next customer, and it's all accessed very quickly with a QR code and the app right on your phone. So it makes data control and data collection and analysis, in my opinion, far easier than the endless clipboards and legal pads and spreadsheets. So check out Husbandry Pro. You can use the promo code PRoyals60. Get yourself 60 days for free. You don't even have to enter a credit card. You just sign up, give me your email address, get the app, get to work. So try it out. Husbandry Pro, and Husbandry Pro also powers properroyals.com, which you should check out. You guys want to have some fun with the comment section? I don't do this very often, but I had a good one this week that I thought we should explore. Speaking of drama and distractions, here we go. I'm going to read it for you. This is from, I believe it was last week's episode, might be 2 weeks ago, of Proper Cup of Joe. Highly divisive topic, highly dramatic. That's what Joe and I bring to the table, as we all know. D-ball 5243. Now, bear in mind, the topic of the show was is reptile culture too divided? That was the question, the topic that day that Joe and I were kicking around. D-ball 5243 says, and I quote, "I love it when people with elitist mindsets crap all over religion, like they are vastly more intelligent than 99% of people who ever existed. Virtually all humans up till about 60 years ago had some form of religion, and they were just like us, just as intelligent, same size brain and mental capacity. They weren't less intelligent based on when they lived. Jesus saves and he loves snakes." I'll try to follow that example. Let me be clear. Religion and organized church is different than somebody's faith and belief in God. Full stop. Let's get that straight. What anybody believes and what your faith is, I absolutely encourage it. And I have my own views, and that is my own personal private world that I choose not to share. I like to express those views and that faith in my actions every day and what I do. If we're talking about examples of dividing and unifying, by the way, communities, religion is a phenomenal historical opportunity to discuss it. It is rife with opportunity and factual examples of unifying and dividing. So let me to clarify that was the clarification. There's a distinction between religion and the church and faith and God. When they interact in a beautiful way, it's wonderful. Often they don't interact very well and they become divisive. That was the point. But I got to say, I took a little bit of pride. It's not often that I get called elitist. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. So there is our comment section reaction of the week. I appreciate, I forget the person's name. D-ball 5243 for checking out the show and the feedback. And I mean that. I am being serious. And if I come across elitist, my reaction has been a little bit tongue in cheek because I strive to be anything but elitist. Let's consider the obvious. It's 7:14 in the morning and I'm running a coffee reptile adjacent podcast from my basement. Okay. I am self-aware. I'm self-aware of what's going on and where I'm at. So I enjoyed that comment and I enjoyed the opportunity to respond. So thanks very much. You guys too may comment, and you may comment on my elitist mindset if you like. While you're thinking of those wonderful comments, last thing, let me tell you about Sundog Serpents. That's Josh and Sarah down in Orlando. Let's get right to it. If TSK Axanthic is your thing, you need to get in touch with these folks. TSK Clown ingredients are available now and more coming all through the breeding season. Again, Sundog Serpents, they're based in Orlando, Florida. Find them on Instagram, find them on Morph Market. Go give them a little bit of love and support. Thank you to Sarah and Josh. What do you guys got coming up this week? Yeah, I'm not, and for the record, I'm not taking any more religion bait. I'm not jumping into it. I have no interest in that for this show. Maybe in person, maybe over a beer, maybe over a bud suds at the car wash one day. But no, that's not my thing for this show this time right now. So I will not dive further into that. But like I say, the real the real payoff of that comment was being called elitist. I've been striving for that all my life there. What do you guys got coming up this week? What's going on? Fun. Let me know. Let me know where I could support you. Let me know where we could find you. Let me know where let the community know where they could see you and help you out. On those lines, quick recap tonight, Reptiles Unplugged with Shane from Small Town Exotics, 9 p.m. Eastern. And that is on, I believe I'm going to have to put the link in a story. I don't even know where you can watch it. I feel bad saying that. You have to go to Shane at Small Town Exotics Instagram page and you'll see the link. I think it's just called Reptiles Unplugged is the YouTube channel, but hell of a promo I'm cutting here. I have to learn that. I'll be on that tonight. Snake Discovery Show is this Sunday, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I'll be there. I believe I saw JSA on the vendor list. That's Joe and Sheena Atchison. They will be there. Emily and Ed themselves will be there. Always a good time. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys know, Dave Kaufman lives in town as well. So we got this little like hotbed of reptile social media people, not me. I'm talking about Snake Discovery and Dave Kaufman. But Dave vends a lot of their shows. I don't know if he's back from South Africa yet or not. But anyway, he may or may not be there, but I will be there. That's what I'm trying to say. I will be there. Come buy some ball pythons. I will be posting a Facebook and Meta ad today to promote that. But if you see any animals that you like that you don't want me to take to the show and that you want to buy yourself, then drop me online and we can certainly arrange that. And I will ship them to you. Bam! By Redline Shipping. So I hope that you guys have a great day. Hang on. Tyson says that's the link for the Reptiles Unplugged. I don't see the link. I think I would have to make you like a, did you message it to me directly? Was that the alert that I got? Hang on a second. Shoot, I think I got it right here. Yeah, I do have it. Maybe I can get it over here really quickly. Yeah, here it is. How fast can I go here? Pretty fast. I'll post it on my Instagram. We don't have to kill airtime while I figure out my technology. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I had a fun time today. And sorry, I get distracted trying to read the comments. Look at this. Leviathan heading out to do some filming with some great people. Harbin, Shane, Kane. It's like a Proper Royals Patreon highlight film. Let me know if you need me to make a cameo. Not bad, not bad. I hope everybody has a great week. I had a good time with you guys hanging out. Sans Joe. I like having Joe. It's a lot of work running this solo for an hour at this time in the morning, but I was a good boy. I went to bed last night. I didn't get my 8 hours, but I got some time. I hope you all have a great week. Remember, 168 hours every week. Figure out what you're doing with them. Have fun. I'll see you next week. See you tonight on Reptiles Unplugged. Cheers, everybody. Adios.